Welcome back to another of the Monster Girls. I'm gonna apologize right now. I did a New Year's Eve con and it was loud as balls in that place, so my voice is done. I have a naturally deep voice anyway, so you might not notice much of a difference, but my throat hurts. And I'm not sick by some miracle. I'm just tired. When the place is that loud and you have to yell over everything, as there's arcade machines behind me and you're in a tiny hallway, so sound just funnels right through it. So my voice is done. So I apologize if this voiceover sounds like ass. This video itself kind of almost became a not happening. There will be a really funny kind of like a jump cut in the middle of this. So I apologize. I'm still learning about the whole filming process. And this video, even though probably a little bit on the boring side since it's mostly background work, it helped me learn a lot. So there's that. So to continue on about the coloring, since that is what this video is, I wanted to put a sheer dress on her because I didn't want to block off a lot of the actual doll form. I think they're very, very beautiful. I think they're very pretty. So I decided to do sheer. Mostly because I'm crazy, but sheer is a very odd material to illustrate because it doesn't hold light the way like a standard t-shirt or dress would. If I'm sniffing, I'm sorry. What sheer does is where you illustrate the darker areas. It's basically where there's a lot of folds. So the material is darkening itself because there's just layers of it. I've been practicing more with sheer. I've seen the way some people do it, and you can tell what it is. It looks stunning. So I'm trying to work up to that level. And I can't do that without practice. So that's what this is. You guys have to deal with me learning how to do new shit. Here I'm working more on the hair. I usually block in most of my regular color and then I'll do finer details with pencil crayon. I like layering pencil crayon on top of Copics because you can see it nicely. That doesn't always work. I don't like pencil crayons. I never have. I don't like the way they look. I don't like the way they color. I'm very much a solid flat color person. I think that's why I'm an acrylic painter as well. But if you layer pencil crayon on top of Copics, I find that it really helps like blend some of the marker. It texturizes. You probably can't see it in any of the video, but I textured the curtains behind her just by cross-hatching a medium tone shade of red, so it looks a little bit more like it's got the textured fabric, like it's not hanging plastic. Oh, jump cut number 1. What had happened during this is I had started coloring with a lighter brown, which you can see down by her foot, and so I'd stopped the video because my marker died, and I was waiting for my husband to get home. So, hey, guess what? We gotta go to the art store, gotta fill my markers. And then about, I don't know, I'd say an hour or two into it, I just kind of went, screw it, I'll just work with a darker color. In the end, it worked out. It's just that this ended up becoming a really ugly jump cut. And then because there were 2 videos, I was still trying to keep under the half hour, and I thought I had done that, but because it was in 2 versions, when I shortened the video, it was still 12 seconds too long. So I had to then cut 12 plus seconds worth of video, which was fine because the most of the video I cut was coloring in the brown in the bottom that I edited out anyways. And I covered it up, so it's not a huge deal. Hopefully I can get a little bit smoother at that. Because the marker died and I just went, oh well, I'll just do something different. I ended up using the black that I originally didn't want to use. But it still kind of worked out. I like the way it looks. Most stages, the background is super, super dark. So I was hoping to try to do shades of brown so that it wasn't so overbearingly dark. But that isn't how art works. If art was easy, we wouldn't be doing it. But I do like the effect that came of it. I could still do a bit of the spotlight texture in the back. And I don't know, it just looks like a stage. So far I've gotten a really good response to this posting on Instagram, so I figure I didn't screw it up that badly, if everybody seems to like it. If you hear any creaking noises in the background, I apologize, it's my chair. In my ears it sounds really quiet, but I've noticed on recordings there's like this super loud ear-splitting creak, and it's my chair. Well, I've pretty much run out of things to say, so I will leave you to finish watching me coloring a background. And don't forget, if you enjoy my videos, to subscribe and like, and just keep tuning in and watching my stuff. I enjoy creating this. I'd like to keep going with it. And if everybody else wants to join me on that journey, that would be awesome. Thank you very much. And I will see you next week.